Hello friends, it's Tanya with Sweet Tea Stampin' Spot, and it's Tuesday in the 2 o'clock hour. We are about quarter till or 10 till 3, but it's still in the 2 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. So hopefully you're having a great week. I am all out of whack. I have had a couple things happening. So this past weekend, I actually got away for the weekend with some other Stampin' Up leaders, and we participated in the virtual backstage event. So I was gone until Sunday afternoon, then had helped with something Sunday afternoon as soon as I got home. And then yesterday was Veterans Day. So my boys participated. Of course, they were off of school, so they participated in the local city hall recognition and ceremony for Veterans Day. And so with scouts. So we had a busy morning and then came home and everybody was home. So again, unusual for a Monday. So it's kind of thrown me out of whack this week so far, but I'm here and it's Tuesday. I'm excited to share a tip with you today. And it's kind of twofold. One is to show you one of the ways I keep some of my things organized as far as my inks go. And then also to make sure you know that beginning tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the 13th of November, it's not even October anymore, the 13th of November, 2024, we're having a seasonal sale. So if you haven't seen anything about that yet, I'm going to talk about that for a moment, but preparing today so that you don't miss the sale and that you order things that you actually need, not just randomly order. So this is one of the ways I recommend keeping organized. So take some time today or tomorrow so that you can order. The sale does happen for 3 days. So the sale is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. That Stampin' Up is offering. And so I'll talk about that in just a moment. But preparing today or even tomorrow so that you can take advantage of the sale pricing. It's a seasonal sale that they're doing. And whether you're a demonstrator or just an avid stamper or a collector of all Stampin' Up things, the seasonal sale is a great way to stock up and save, especially if you have gaps in like your color families or color groupings. The seasonal sale is definitely a way to make the most of your money. So let me switch my phone down. Today I'm going to focus on inks. Well, real quick before I do switch it down, so I will mention the sale again begins tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the 13th of November, and goes through Friday, the 15th of November. And so that would basically be all day. So everybody's in different time zones. I'm in the Eastern time zone, but the times are always based on Mountain Time for the US. And so it'll start overnight tonight into tomorrow for Wednesday and go until midnight Mountain Time on Friday, which is 2 a.m. on the East Coast. I don't plan to be up that late, but there is opportunities for you to order online and get these sales prices through Friday at midnight Mountain Time. But the sales are like this. So these products are all products from the annual catalog. So it does not include online exclusives, it does not include our seasonal mini catalog, and it does not include the scrapbooking brochure products. So this is strictly from the annual catalog products. But there are several things on sale. So 10% off all ink pads, ink refills, markers, and blends. And that's what I'm going to share a little bit about today. Just keep in mind that the ink bundles where they group a whole group family or color collection together, those are not on sale. And neither are third-party inks like your StazOn and Memento. Those are considered third-party. So it's the Stampin' Up branded ink pads, the refills for those, markers, and blends. And those are all going to be 10% off. So if you're a demonstrator, you're also going to get your demonstrator discount in addition to that 10% off. So keep that in mind if you're wanting to stock up. 10% off cardstock. Close to my heart, cardstock does not count. It's just our standard Stampin' Up cardstock, and it's 10% off of that. It's going to be 20% off of designer series paper. And again, that is from the annual catalog. So the designer series papers that are part of the annual catalog. I haven't gotten clarification yet. I'm working on it, and I will know overnight once they pop in and populate the online store if specialty is included in with that, or if it's just the regular designer series paper. But 20% off of all of those. And then for your stamp die bundles and your stamp punch bundles, those bundles will be a total of 20% off. So normally they're a 10% savings, but they're going to add on another 10% savings. So it's going to be a total of 20% off. And again, those are the bundles just from the annual catalog, not the mini catalog, not online exclusives. So this is the sale again, starting tomorrow, or overnight tonight, really, Wednesday the 13th and through Friday the 15th. And that would be until midnight Mountain Time on Friday. And so again, if you're a demonstrator, you also get to add your demonstrator discount on top of these sale prices. So it is a great time. So let me turn my phone down because I'm going to share some things for getting organized now and getting your list together if you are going to take advantage of these sale prices, to make sure you get the things you need and or want, but really which ones do you need to have, and if you have gaps in your color collection. So let me turn my phone down, and hello ladies, I see a few of you have said hello. Hi Irene and Carrie, thanks for watching. And if you're just watching a replay, that's okay too. I love it when people say hi, and it helps me too. It helps me grow and helps me share with many people. The more you say hi and share, the more I get to share and grow with others as well. So let me flip my phone down to my Tuesday tip board. So again, our catalog is one place to keep organized. Some people have some extravagant systems for keeping organized with what they own and what they don't own. I just take my catalog each year and utilize it as my inventory, especially for things like refills, blends. I am blessed to have every single stamp pad. I've accumulated over the years. Some of them are the old style, some of them are the new style, but as long as they're still stamping and working for me and haven't been destroyed, I don't bother replacing them. But when it comes to refills and blends, one thing I wanted to show you, so if you want to go back in your catalog, I would definitely utilize these sections here for each color collection. So page 135 starts out with our color collection. So our subtles are first. Let's see if I can pull this up a little bit. So if you like to keep track here, take a highlighter. That's a simple thing to do, and highlight the colors you own. And then when you go to order, you can always double check your stock. But if you highlight these as you get them into your crafting space, that's a great way to keep track of them. Also with your ink pads, same thing, so that when you have a sale like this, you can quickly go and say, oh, I'm missing this color, the lemon lolly, let me order that one. The refills, same thing. Keep track of those there. Again, I am fortunate that being a stamper for 22 plus years, I have accumulated these, and as they've changed ones, that was what I refresh first, are the ones that are new to me or I didn't own before. But I am blessed to have some of each cardstock. Typically, sometimes I do have to reorder cardstock, the ink pads and the refills, but the blends are somewhere where I just get them as I can or need them. So like right now, I know I don't own the soft sea foam or the Lost Lagoon blends. So those would be top of my list to complete this collection of refills. So use this page as your inventory. And if you are someone who doesn't like to mark up your catalog, get a second catalog. That's what I can say. And use one for your inventory and use one to just look at and keep pretty. But I love using my catalog as my inventory. It's always where I'm going to look for item numbers and pricing. So to have a quick reference here is perfect. So start that on page 135. And then, of course, you can do the same thing with the brights. On the next page, 136. And so same thing here. I'm missing Melon Mambo. It's weirdly enough, I have one Flirty Flamingo and one I do not. And that's because one of my Flirty Flamingos died. So I kept it unmarked. So I only have a half of a set of blends there. So I have something, but I don't have both, but I didn't mark it so that next time I want to order that one, I will know. It is not a complete set of blends, because remember, the blends come in a 2-pack. Same with Lemon Lime Twist. I don't have that. Azure Afternoon and Berry Burst. As far as Regals, a couple of them like this have little dash marks. That means they don't make them in those colors. So I'm not worried about those. But these three here, Shaded Spruce, Pretty Peacock, and Blueberry Bushel, I don't own those either. Another thing I would do is I keep my ink pads in a holder, and then I do keep my ink refills in the top of that ink organizer. And so I have the 10 refills. However, you can see the different labeling. So that means that you were bought at different times and things like that. And that's okay with me. But what I do like to keep track of when we have a sale like this is go through and find out which colors are running low. So like I can feel this and know, and I can look, that Cherry Cobbler is low. So I would probably put that on my list today so that I'm ready for the sale tomorrow. But inventory your inks and keep track of those so that you know which ones you need to order when something like this with a sale come up. I know Cajun Courage is a little bit low as well. And these fall colors tend to be used more this season. Crush Curry is a little bit low as well. So just take each color group at a time and make a list as to what you need, especially since they're going to be on sale. Same thing with the neutrals. Go through here and mark them up. I have a couple missing in that grouping too. And then for my in colors, of course, you've got the two sets. The older set that's going to retire next year. I don't have the Pebbled Path. I do have all the refills for these because I've accumulated them as we've gone along. But I do know that I am missing, in my in colors, I am missing the Shy Shamrock. So that will definitely be on my list to complete the ink refills for those in colors, for the current brand new ones that came out with this catalog. So again, it seems simple, but take 10 minutes and get your self organized, utilize your catalog, utilize a highlighter. That for me has been the easiest way to keep track of where I have gaps. And of course there are a few other random blends down here with basic black and then bronze and ivory. I have one of these two, bronze and ivory, but it's about dead anyway, so I need to get a new one of those. Then of course you've also got those blends that are all of the skin tones, and I don't even know where those are at right this moment in the catalog, but those should be on sale as well tomorrow. So if you were looking to add those to your collection, tomorrow through Friday would be a great time to get an extra 10% off of those. So again, I will just remind you, so the sale, it's called a 3-day seasonal sale. It begins tomorrow, which is Wednesday, November 13th, and continues all the way until Friday, the 15th at midnight Mountain Time. If you are a demonstrator, remember these sale prices basically double dip with your demonstrator discount. So make sure you get your list ready, get organized, so that you order and maybe fill in gaps or complete a set. That's always fun to do, is complete a color set or color grouping. So I just wanted to share that little tip with you, and utilize your catalog as your inventory. And then I know everybody's like, well, what do you do when you get a new catalog? Well, I take what I have in here and transfer it to the new annual catalog. I only have to do that once a year. But it's a great time to kind of refresh my inventory and make sure I'm keeping up with it and make sure I've marked everything appropriately. So that's what I wanted to share today, and I hope it was a fun tip for you, and I look forward to stamping with you soon, and I'm sharing more about this 3-day seasonal sale. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.